Hello and welcome on board. We are happy to have you, and we are going to show you how to navigate our course. Once you have joined our course, we are going to give you an email, and we are going to register you to our online learning platform, which is Moodle, using that email. When you log in to our online learning platform, normally you will land at the home page where you can click on My Courses. And when you go to My Courses, you will be able to see digital pedagogy registered or listed as part of your course. If you're taking only one course with us, then that is the only one that will appear. When you click on the digital pedagogy course, then you're going to be brought on the home page of the course, where we have our bland office at the top, and then we have a brief summary of what this course is about, the title, the course code, the number of modules, the course developer, the digitizer and instructional designer, and it is a certificate course, and it is also full-time come part-time. You can decide to do it full-time in a very short time. And now we have below here the list of the 5 modules, and below that we have a section where you have the e-portfolio. The e-portfolio has 3 elements: the digital teaching portfolio guide, the digital pedagogy capstone project, and also we have provided a sample certificate just to view the kind of certificate you expect to be getting at the end. The certificate, as I explained during my introduction, has our seal, and then below it has an internationally recognized badge called by the organization Accredible. This is a certificate that is globally recognized. You can become a digital teacher in any university, and this certificate is verifiable through a globally accessible number. Now, once you view the certificate, allow me to take you through the list of the elements. Now, there is a digital teaching portfolio. Now, guide. This guide tells you what we expect you to be doing at the end of each module. Very important, because this will be one of the key things that is required for you to get the certificate. When you click, we have a summary of what we expect. We expect you to complete 5 portfolio tasks, which are aligned to all the 5 modules. The first portfolio task is a digital philosophy, your digital philosophy. The second portfolio task aligned to module 2 is creating a micro lesson. The third is creating an interactive activity. It is aligned to module 3. The fourth is assessment and rubric, aligned to module 4. And the fifth is an implementation plan, aligned to module 5. All those are explained inside the guide. When you go through the guide, at the end, you will get a link that will take you to a rubric that summarizes what we expect in every section. Now, I repeat again, this is very important for you to get the certificate. Now, we have summarized what you should include at every section. In this section, digital teaching philosophy, what do we expect you to do? In the micro lesson design, what is expected? In the interactive activity, what is expected? In the assessment and rubric, what is expected? And in the course improvement, what is expected? Now, all these are further explained inside the lessons, and therefore you do not have to struggle at this point. We are just taking you through. Now, the next element is now the assignment itself. You click here. When you click, you will be requested to create a copy of the rubric that you will be populating and that you will finally submit to us. Now, at the end of lesson 5, at the end, you will need to have completed all the elements. Once you are at the rubric, now this rubric will be cleaned up. All these instructions are inside the assignment, and therefore you don't need them. So we are going to make sure they are all cleaned up. You are supposed to see a totally empty rubric that is you will be populating at the end of every lesson. Rename this rubric at the top. Just double click here and rename this using your name. So for me, I'll rename it as Prof. Karume ePortfolio. And that becomes my ePortfolio. Now, once I have renamed it, I need to share this particular ePortfolio. Now, let me show you how you're going to copy the link. Now, this is my ePortfolio, and I'm going to share in the course by clicking on the 3 dots, go to share, don't copy, click share. When you click on share, this window will come up. Notice here at the general access, it is restricted. Just click here and say anyone with link, anyone with link. Select that, anyone with link. And once it is access updated, copy this link. This is what you're going to paste at the assignment, ePortfolio assignment section. That's what you're going to paste at the ePortfolio assignment section. So that's how you're going to share with us your ePortfolio. Will be checking it at continuously as you go through the course. Now, allow me, the next thing I want to take you through is once you come to the modules, at this front page, all the modules are listed following each other. Module 1, Introduction to Digital Pedagogy. Module 2, Designing Microlearning Activities. Module 3, Creating Interactive Digital Content. And Module 4, Online Assessments and Academic Integrity. Module 5, Quality Assurance. Notice all the modules are standard with 3 lessons, and each module has a start button below it. Now, I want to walk you through only one lesson because all lessons follow a standard structure. Now, you will come here at the end of module 1, down here, and click Start Learning. Once you click Start Learning, it will usher you in. And once you are ushered into the module, then you will get into this particular section, and you can click here to expand it. The first slide in all modules is the lesson structure. The lesson structure, starting with a hook, which is aimed to grab attention, a concept, an activity, a reflection, and a check. We have provided the next button to navigate. So continue navigating, reading through the content, and ensuring you have checked. At the end here, you have, following the content you have read, you will be provided with a task to do. In case you get it wrong and you say show solution, it will force you to retry, meaning you have to get it right for you to move to the next slide. Now, at this point, we have provided a podcast that you will listen. Click on that to listen to the podcast, and that brings us to the end of the first 5 set of slides. Now, we have not put a next button here because the next set of slides have a different interactive activity that we call accordion. Accordion is an interactive activity where you click on a topic. A student can click on a topic to see brief explanation about the various concepts. So go through all the activities, running through, the various pedagogical methods, and then after that you click next. And the slides with accordion are 2. So you're going to click on next to move to the last section, which has accordion, which is a summary of that accordion section. Then you don't have a next button because we are now going to another set of slides, which is 7 set of slides which contain a set of activities for you to complete. So you are thinking about one course and you will finish up this set of activities. The first is a reflection, giving you a description at the top on what you are reflecting on. And when you click on turn, we have given some explanations of that reflection. So continue and finish up the reflection. The next is an activity for drag and drop. Make sure you put the right answers. If you put the long answer, it's going to mark you long, so make sure you give it the correct answer. As I said, you have to get the answers right for you to move next. Now, notice all you are doing here, we are capturing in a summary. It's important you finish all the activities because all the activities contribute to your certificate. At the end, you will have to submit a report. For example, I have 4/21 so far. I am 33% book progress and interaction progress right now here. It's showing me 0. Once I finish up, it will have populated my marks and you can submit this report. So make sure you interact with all the activities because if you don't interact, then it will not grade you. You will not be graded. So you go through all the activities, finish all of them. You will have a knowledge check, drag the words into the correct boxes. All this you can learn and drag them into the activities. Sorry, we were at lesson 1. So drag all the activities into, I had skipped. Now, once you finish all the activities in that lesson 1, it will take you to the last lesson and usher you to lesson 2. Now, when you are ushered to the lesson 2, we have explained here, you click the arrow at the top to move to lesson 2. All you can click and it will give you to lesson 2. Notice when you go to lesson 2, again we show you the structure of the lesson. But you can also go to lesson 2 by clicking here. At the end of every lesson, at the end of every module, remember to submit the report because we need to check this to make sure you have the certificate. Otherwise, thank you so much for listening to me. You can go back, you can always click here to go back to normal mode and then click at the top here to go back to the home page. Thank you for listening to me. I hope you will enjoy your learning and we encourage you to do your best as we keep engaging. We will always be available to support you. Thank you. Asanteni sana na karibu sana. Thank you so much.